guys, welcome back to Colton's Critters. I'm Colton Smith, and today's video we are going to be setting up and splitting my crested geckos, and we're going to be setting up both cages, redoing both of them. This is the first episode of it, and I'm going to be doing the first crested gecko cage, the new one, and the next video will have the second crested gecko cage. So stay tuned, turn on your post notifications, so that you can be notified when I post that video. Let's get to it. Alright, so we got the plants over here that we are going to be using to redo it, and some substrate. This is the second cage I ended up picking up for $15 at a flea market. I did in fact use a hose to clean it out already, but I'm going to go over it again with a wet paper towel just to fully make sure it's clean. I got it for $15 because it actually does have a crack right here. There's no possible way a crested gecko could get out of here. I can't fit anything through that besides water. There's no actual hole, it's just cracked through. And there's this plant in here. I would be soaking in water and cleaning it really, really well. And then we'll be putting the one without a tail. He's in here somewhere. They are nocturnal, as I said in the last video. If you haven't seen that video, actually, it's where I set this up and the plants were alive and stuff, but I just didn't take care of it. So that's why all the plants died. But that's why we got new plants, and I'm going to be taking care of it more. There's the one with the tail in the back over there. And then the one without the tail is probably behind this log, because that's where he likes to stay. So I'm going to be taking some of the wood out of here and stuff and putting it in the other tank. And if you haven't seen the other video yet, please consider checking it out. It's a good video. I tell you all about crested geckos and how I take care of them. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, now to make this substrate, I'm going to need a 5-gallon bucket. And I'm going to need that bucket to be filled with 3 to 4 liters of water. Alright, now that we got the bucket filled with water, I'm going to be taking the substrate, the brick of substrate right here, and I'm just going to be plopping it in the water. And we wait about, let's see, I think it said 15 to 20 minutes. And on this side, okay, it's 20 to 30 minutes. It says it right there. 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, it's been 20 minutes, and now the substrate has become like substrate. I might add no, that's actually, this is a good amount of water. You want it to where you squeeze it and you can see water coming out of my hands, but not too much water, so it's still damp. And I'm just going to be adding that to the bottom of the cage. I'm just going to be putting a decent amount on the bottom, probably up to about there-ish. And the rest of it will go into the bigger cage up there, which will be for the one with the tail, which is William. Alright, we got the substrate in. Now we're going to add some plants. So I'm thinking I'm going to be putting this plant in there. I can get it out of the bag. This plant in there. I don't know the names of the plants besides this one right here is a ficus. I'm not sure about plant names. I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to be taking it out of its pot, and it does not actually have fertilizer in its soil. So I'm just going to shake the soil off and put it in. If it did have a fertilizer, which the other plants do, so I'm going to be doing it to them, I'm going to take them out of their pot and bring it out back and hose down the plant and get rid of all the fertilizer and soil that is on it. But for this case, I'm just going to go and shake it out and plant it in the back corner over here, which will go like right there. Alright, I actually found the snake plant in my room, or I had it in my room, and I figured I'd put it in here. So I'm gonna put this in there still. It ended up splitting, and it was actually 2 different plants when I took it out of the pot. So I'm gonna put half of it in here, and half of it in the cage up top. So I'm gonna plant these and set it up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got this piece of cork from the other cage, and I planted that plant in the back there. As you can see, I kind of like elevated the soil to where it goes from lower up to higher point, so you kind of get like a an effect of depth in your terrarium, and I think it looks a little bit nicer when you have that. I'm just gonna be probably putting this piece of cork somewhere like this, and I'll put some rocks and soil underneath that to level, or like make it up like this, and then I'm gonna be putting the snake plant in the back right, and then I'll be adding this fake plant. Actually, I probably won't end up adding that fake plant, but I'll add this fake plant to it. And then I have some rocks from from my garage that I cleaned really well, and I'll be adding them in there too. So I'll be back once I'm done escaping this. Alright guys, this is the tank setup. I ended up putting this like floating right here, and then I got that plant in here, and I put this up here toward the top so that you can get some height in there. And I got the snake plant here. I actually have this little baby snake plant that I found, and I put the rocks in there. I feel like it's missing something, but I'll end up probably putting something over here somewhere. You guys let me know in the comments below. But oh, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing the food bowl. I'm gonna put the food bowl right here. I'm gonna get another one of those magnetic food bowls that I have in the other cage. Alright, so I got the cage up here. I did end up putting a light on it. It's just a little LED light. And this fake plant I added in here just to give him some more hiding places and some places to climb. I also added this little stick so he can get up here easier and back down. I did put him in already. He is currently in this hole right here. Let me get a flashlight, and you can actually see him in here. See? So there he is. I put him in there already, and I still need to get the food dish to put over here somewhere, which I'll be doing later on. But I'll actually be videoing me setting up that cage in the next video. So make sure you guys stay tuned and turn on your post notifications to be notified when I do post that video. My other Crested Gecko is currently right there. And that one is William. Put some comments below for some name suggestions for this guy, because he doesn't actually have a name yet. And the next video we're going to be putting these plants in that cage and redoing the substrate and with this substrate and that plant right there. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes on this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It would really help me out. It's free for you. All you gotta do is hit the little red subscribe button down below. And thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.